Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, my new subscribers, all my, hey, let me check this dude out, all my scallywags, peaches, triggers, lovers, haters, commenters, each and every one of you, I welcome you to my channel. I'm going to see if I can get through this before before the rain comes because we got a lot of strong wind. I heard that there's a typhoon somewhere in the Philippines where I don't know, but we're kind of getting a little bit of it. I live in Negros, and it's funny why when I first thought to come to the Philippines, I was looking for where to come. And then someone told me, I mean, not someone told me, I was looking at the different islands and I saw Negros Oriental. I said, oh, Negros. Oh, that must be where the brothers at. That must be where the black Filipinos at. So naturally, I started checking into Negros Oriental. And then it had East and West. So I said, I know. I said, I'll go to East Negros because I like to see slant eyes. you know, this is how I'm thinking. This is how naive I am geographically at what goes on around the world. But that's what I was thinking. But when I was in a VA hospital, I had a nurse, and my nurse was hold on a second. My nurse, I had a nurse in the hospital, and he was from the Philippines. And when I told him I wanted to go to Negros Oriental, he said, no, 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 go to Cebu. I said, Cebu? He said, yeah, Cebu is where all the beautiful women are. I said, Cebu, Cebu. You know what? I like how that sounds, Cebu. so that's how I ended up in Cebu, Philippines, mostly because, and God works in mysterious ways because where I was staying at this hotel in Cebu, it's called Dynasty Tourist Inn. That's where I was staying. I stayed there for like 8 months. And what happened was that one day, I was coming out and some guy was coming in. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, no, no. He said, Gerard. I said, wow, it was my nurse. I said, oh, no. He was on a prowl because whenever he comes to the Philippines, he told me that he usually come here and he sows his oats and then goes back home to his wife and family in the States. So I said, wow, what a small world. So just to show you how God works, how we kind of hooked up together. There are a couple of things I want to talk about before I give you the main thrust of what I'm doing this video on. Let me say this right off the top. If you have a problem with somebody, or if you feel the need, to have a long dialogue with somebody, face to face is the best way. That's how I like to do things. I like to look a man in the eye, and this social media thing gives a lot of clout to people who want to hide behind the fact that they're on social media. That means that they can say what they want to say and whatever they want to do, and that's that. So anyway, so uh, uh, But when you want to start doing a long text and want to go through it like this and then apologize, if there's anything that I've done to offend you, I said, man, we had an opportunity to meet face to face. You know what I'm saying? Not that there was anything or beefing or anything I thought, nothing like that was ever on my mind because I had mad love for this brother. But then, it's just the fact that you had a chance to sit down with me man to man, eye to eye, and shoot the Willy Bobo. We'll find out that all this is all about nothing. But the fact that you want to apologize and chat on text like peaches. I said, man, I ain't down with this. I said, well, I'm answering you now, but this is kind of like the longest one text I've ever text someone, because I'm not into that texting game, and not only that, it leaves a record. So therefore, I'm not into texting, and I don't say things, out the side of my neck with the comfort that I'm in my home and you somewhere else and bumfuck one of those type of things. So anyway, so I got that out the way. So I'm still going to address this issue that someone told me that I'm trolling them. I said, what the flock are you talking about? So anyway, I don't want to get into it, but I had a girlfriend. She just came back from her 2-year assignment in Saudi Arabia. And I just knew I was going to get a chance to sit down and talk to her about her experience, because I know the family, and I helped her out when she first left, to go and whatever. So I just knew I was going to have this dialogue with her about what it's like working abroad, being a foreign, what do you call it, a foreign something worker. I can't remember what the initials stand for, but it's a foreign worker. And but unfortunately, she was only here for like about less than a week, because she was able, once she came out from Saudi Arabia, she was able to land another job in Manila as a waitress, and so she wanted to stay, and she popped right on out. So I never got a chance to sit down with her, to my disappointment, to hear about her experience about working as a foreign worker. Because you hear all kinds of stories, but I wanted to get it firsthand. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about this, because one of my dear friends right now, one of my girlfriends is going to be going over to Hong Kong to work in a couple of months, and she's going on a 2-year assignment. So the first thing I said, 2 years you're going to be gone? I said, come on, let's have sex. So she laughed, me and laughed. And I said, one of those type of things. No, you can't go. But she's working out, and it'd be the best thing for her. But rather than my going through it, just hold on a second and she's been on the channel before. Let me bring her back on, so this way she can kind of tell you what's going on with her. So remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Never disrespect the elder, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision, like this girl is doing. She's seeing her vision. She figured how the clock is ticking, and there's only a certain amount of years that she has left to be able to make that transition to be a foreign worker. Ovis, I can't remember what initials are. But anyway, only want to see a vision. The best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. Hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of Temptation One something, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Okay? And I'll always love you more. I'll be right back with my very special guest, Sarah. Okay, welcome back. And right now, tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Rara. Short Mika.
This is one of my road dogs there. So tell everybody about yourself. Tell everybody about yourself. Sarah's very hardworking. She's like the only Filipino girl who I know does not ask anything from anybody. Usually when I get visited by Filipino girls, I usually give them money to go on the way, put gas in the bikes or whatever. But Sarah's always been very independent. She's always done for herself. And she's even found in situations where she has helped, foreigners out and everything, much to her regret, but she has a kind heart, and she's someone who I've known for a long time. So Sarah, let me move this back a little bit. So, okay. So tell everybody what's going on with you.
For now, yeah, I'm waiting for my flight. Hopefully, as early as February, and going back to Hong Kong. So, yeah, but
okay. Well, I asked her. It seemed rather sudden to me. But you said that you applied a long time ago. The process.
Yeah.
Tell someone who wants to be a foreign worker what's the process.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like when you apply going to Hong Kong, it takes, especially for, like first timers. So you should apply as early as you can, So because it takes a year, but it depends. If you're lucky, to have employer as fast as you can, So you hired early, but in my case, I'd waiting almost 1 year, So this is it. So I need to grab the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that. We talked about because your age, and you figured this might be like one of the last times, the last opportunities you'd be to make this, this move, because it's about your future, right?
Yeah.
Future. So tell us about that.
So for me, why I need to grab this opportunity also is because like in Hong Kong there's an age limit. So I'm getting old, I'm getting expired, So
Expired. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm 39, so there is limit only to go there is 40. So me, I want to have only experience, there, even 2 years. Then after that, maybe if I like it, so I want to extend more. But my plan is, if I like it there, so I don't want to stay there for many years, but I want to move in Canada. Hopefully, same like the wife of my brother, what she did, So that's my plan, because for me only, like I feel like Hong Kong is the easy way to go in Canada for work, especially for me. I'm a certified caregiver, so
I don't want to see you go.
I will use that. I will use my certificate, of course, as a certified caregiver. Since that's in demand in any country, I think, especially in Canada.
Yes, that's what I tell young people. If you don't know what you're going to do, go into healthcare, because healthcare you can use all over the world. Get certified as a masseuse or a nurse's aide or something, because it's good all over the world.
That's why I decided.
But why Canada?
No, Canada is higher salary. So they pay good.
You really looked into this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's because for me, like if I apply, I direct there. If I apply here, or I think there's no agency here for Canada, direct to Canada. Maybe there's an agency, but it's so expensive. We cannot afford that, So for me, like I think it's the easy way for me and less expenses when I'm there in Hong Kong while processing, Same like the wife of my brother. So for me, like I decided to, this year, or I decided already, because maybe love life is not. I'm not so lucky with love life, so maybe I'm lucky with.
She's in love with the idea of being in love.
So maybe I'm lucky, for a job. I'm lucky for. Lucky to work, to have a job.
Are you thinking about dating a Korean? A Hong Kong?
Yeah, if possible.
It's Chinese, right? Chinese.
It depends, whose person, I meet a nice person there, and I'm comfortable with each other, like this inspiration while I work there. So hopefully I can find my soulmate there. If I'm not lucky here in my country, maybe I'm lucky to find the right one in other country.
You're lucky. You're just hard to please.
Yeah. I did find the wrong one. I don't want to add another wrong one.
Yeah. Let's get back to the overseas work. Do you know what you're going to do? Do you have options to selecting what type of work you're going to be doing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have an options what you want to do there.
So you applied as a healthcare worker?
Yeah, healthcare worker. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, like for me, I want my purpose. I want to go there is to save money for the future, and I want to be independent for myself. And of course, if I have partner, I want to be independent also. And yeah. Because this time I feel like I'm not lucky to have a partner, so I'm not lucky to. I find the wrong one, so I don't want to add another wrong one. So better I work and save. Then if someone comes into my life, so I'm not on a rush. I can wait.
Yeah.
Before I get expired.
If she gets expired, I don't know what that means. Expired,
but anyway, I want to save and I want to have my own income.
So you have 2 children.
Yeah, yes,
How
yeah.
old are they?
My son turning 18 next month.
18
So
next
yeah,
month.
my daughter is 13 years old. So
Okay, so they're at a good age now where,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you can get away.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course,
Her
yeah.
daughter's adorable, and her son,
Yeah, that's why for me, I want to save, and it's good to have savings, really. Yeah,
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
case emergency.
yeah.
For me, it's hard if you don't have savings. Gosh, I mean, like, that's why when I get there, I want to work hard, focus for work.